Welcome on YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. Today I have something new. It's just a small little project that I'm going to take on today. As you can see by the title, we're going to be removing our third brake light and we're going to be sending it off to Seequenced to get modified. Seequenced is a company that I found while scrolling on Instagram. They specialize in modifying third brake lights with different light patterns. And for the Durango, you can see they have numerous light patterns that you can choose from. One for your brake mode and the other one for a show mode. And you can either send them your lights or you can order a new or refurbished light. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to be sending them my lights, and in order to do so, we're going to be removing the third brake light. So this video should help with removing your third brake light and also removing the roof spoiler, because that's how we're going to access it. So I'm gonna try and keep it short and simple, but you know me, I have to do a full walkthrough of all my modifications just so I can make it as detailed as possible. If you're like me, you like to have full details and not just a summary of what to do. So this is just gonna be a small little mod that I'm doing. I'm trying to go into phase 2 of my mod. So right now I currently have a strobe controller installed there that I got on Amazon, and that strobe controller allows my brake light to flash 4 times fast, 4 times slow, and then it goes completely solid. So I'm gonna be removing that strobe controller and I'm gonna be sending all these lights to get modded. I'm just doing a walk around to see what I haven't updated you guys on. I went ahead and I got this little sticker with my Instagram name on there, and also a barcode that pulls up my Linktree website that I created. It has all my social media accounts on there, ways that you can support my channel, and all my affiliated links. So check that out if you have time. Another thing new that I got is my White Knight badge. I'll leave the link in the description for the company that did this custom badge for me. I don't remember their name right now, but yeah, those are the only 2 new stuff that I got on the outside. Let's cut the chit chat and let's get into this install. So the first step that we have to do is we have to remove this frame piece right here. There's a few clips. I think there's about 6 right here and 2 on the sides that we have to remove. I would suggest that we try to pry this away just a little bit. That way this piece comes off easier. So let's get into that. Once we have this piece loosened, then we can try to get to this frame piece. And voila, so that piece is off. We can put that down. Now we're gonna have to remove 4 screws. There's 1 right here, 2 inside here, and there's 1 more right here that we have to get rid of. So the one on the outsides are 10mm screws. So if you have 10mm, that's what you're gonna use. Loosen those bolts. Okay, once we got those bolts off, now we gotta attack these 2. These 2 are also 10mm, so if you have your extension, you can get in here easily. Loosen those bolts. Try not to have it fall off in there, because then you're gonna have a hard time trying to get it out of this space. Here we go. So I also forgot to mention that there's one more clip somewhere here. You have to take out this rubber piece, and there's like just a little clip inside here. If you have a pliers, you can just use it to squeeze it. It's one of those Christmas tree looking type clips. You squeeze it and that should release the last piece of the roof wing or the roof spoiler. Okay, so we got it loose. It was a little bit harder than I thought. I had to use two screwdrivers, one at the top, one at the bottom, squeeze it and then push it out. But now should be loose enough just to come off. Let's close this. There we go. That's that little clip that I was talking about. Alrighty, so now it's time to get these bad boys out. Okay, so for these two screws for the lights, we're gonna be using a 932, I believe. Yeah, 932. Get this one off. Once those are out, loosen this clip, or that just comes out altogether. But loosen the clip. And here's your lights. So once you have your lights out, you can go ahead and put in your new light, or if you're replacing the spoiler, go ahead and do so now. But in my case, I'm going to be sending my lights to Seequenced to have them modify it, and when I get it back, I'll finish the install.
A few moments later.
And we're back. So I just received back my third brake light in the mail not too long ago. As you can see where the cut was made to do the modification, I guess. And now it has this little yellow cable hanging out. So it came with this little instruction. So the yellow cable is for the show mode, and it has to be connected to a 12 volt to activate. And then they said that the brake sequence will override the show sequence if it's on. And then this was the bill. So we hide that from the wife. Now we gotta undo everything that we did, putting back these third brake light, also find a way to wire for the show sequence. Okay, so there's a little section here, I'm not sure if you can see it, but where this wire harness is going, we're gonna run our yellow cable down in that hole. Then we're gonna get our third brake light back in place. Now that part is done, we go ahead and tuck that in nice and neat. Then we line it up, look for the screws that's going down the holes and the clip in the middle here. Make sure they all fall in place. Just like that. Give that a little love tap. Tap it down in there. Then once you see these sticking out, you know you're golden. You look, you check, make sure that the clip is secured. And then you're gonna go ahead and secure these screws. Right now we're just undoing everything that we did to get the roof spoiler off. Third brake light is in place. Nothing is moving. So now we are gonna move on to the wiring. So I was thinking I was going to tap into one of these wires. I have my tester here. Then I was thinking I might just try to tap in to the cables for the racetrack lights. That way, once the racetrack lights are on, the show mode would come on. So now what I gotta do is I have to remove this piece so we can get to those wires. Okay guys, so after a few trial and tests, I actually found out that it's pretty easier than I thought it was gonna be. So I can actually use this harness to tap into it. I did go ahead and remove the panel from the back here, from the lift gate, so I can get to the racetrack lights. So this connection here controls the racetrack lights, and then I traced the cable going into this harness, and I actually found a pin that's responsible for the racetrack lights. So I'm not sure if you can see it properly, but it's gonna be this orange and white cable. So that's the cable that I'm gonna tap into for the third brake light for the show sequence. I actually made another change as well. So I removed the cable from here, poked a little hole there, sealed it up, and then ran the cable through there. So it's gonna look a lot cleaner once I put the frame back on. So we are going to splice into this cable right now, and then we'll see what the final outcome looks like. Alright, so boom, I went ahead and I made the splice. I decided to do it in the back pause so it's cleaner. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tuck this all inside, and then it's gonna look like that. That's for my back camera. So once I put the frame piece back on, everything should look nice and clean. So let's just do a quick test right now. Okay, so let's see what it looks like right now. And there it is. So right now it's only on because the racetrack lights are on, and that's because I have the daytime running lights on. So if I turn it off, it's gonna be off. Okay, hit the brakes, and then you can see the brakes running there. Now if I turn it back on, yeah, so now that the racetrack lights are back on with the show lights showing, press the brakes. The brakes is gonna automatically override the show lights anytime it's used. Press it again. Yeah, so that's pretty awesome and pretty easy install, I must say. I mean, I had to do all the fun part, but for you guys watching this video, it should be pretty easy. So now I'm just gonna put back everything the way it was, and we're gonna do some more review on this light. So one thing that I definitely appreciate with these lights is that once you're applying the brakes and the light stays solid, it stays solid throughout until you take your foot up off the brake. That way whoever is behind me can easily distinguish that I'm applying brakes and they should stop too, and it's not a distraction for them. So right now I'm just driving around showing off the lights, but I'm gonna end the video here. So if this video helped you in any way, please drop a like. Don't forget to subscribe. I have more mods coming, and share this video with your friends. Also, I was able to partner up with Seequenced, and they gave me a referral code which applies a 10% discount off your final purchase if you're interested in their products. So go ahead, hit up their website, get something for your vehicle, make your vehicle happy. But once again, thank you and peace out.